YouTube, welcome back to another Romz video, and today we're back with the Romz talks, man. As you guys can see in the title, we're going to go very deep in this one. We're going to talk about rejection, how you got to take rejection as a lesson rather than failure. So before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff. Road to 200 subs, guys, and any other videos you want me to do, drop down in the comments below, do me personally. But let's get straight into it, guys. So let's talk about rejection. So rejection is a very deep one. It's a very deep one. I think a lot of people struggle with this one, and I'm not gonna lie, including myself, to this day, not to the extent extent of what it was in the past, but even to this day, I think everyone struggles with rejection, guys. No one doesn't want to get rejected. And I think with the rejection, it's a term that it's a very negative term, right? I mean, obviously, but it's a very negative term. But I think that's just different on different types of mindsets. But the first point I just want to say is that I want to talk about you have to realize, guys, that everyone gets rejected, guys. Like, even the biggest person, the most important person, or some of the most money, or some of the most important people get rejected. And even from the lowest people all the way to the highest people, everyone gets rejected, guys. Like, I don't want you guys to think that, no one gets rejected, or there's a certain amount of people that don't get rejected. Like, that's your brain just trying to make you play things, because I've been guilty of it, where I used to thought people were just untouchable, people like gods, where basically they thought that, I used to thought that, you know what, I'm sure they've never got rejected in their life because they're this person. But you have to realize that's like narrow-minded thinking, where, you know, it's through a lens where you're not going to see it, but the inside, like, everyone's got rejected. In order to even become successful, you got to go through rejection. You know what I'm saying? It's a simple concept, and that's basically how it goes through. And as I said, no one likes to get rejected. It's something like, you hear these people on social media say that, no, I don't care about rejection, man. Let's be honest, man. Everyone does care about rejection. I want to hear it. And the reason I think everyone does care about it is because it's similar with criticism as well. Like, people say that, criticism doesn't get to you, or rejection doesn't get to you, or negative stuff doesn't get to you. But deep inside, psychologically, as a human, we're not brought up on natural to actually handle criticism like that. We're not, like, even to a big scale, especially on social media, where you're out there on a platform and you're going to get criticized, or you're out there on a platform you're going to get rejected. Just depends on different types of scenarios that you do have as well. But naturally, like, no one wants to get rejected. Like, no one does. You have to train your brain to do unnatural stuff in order to handle it mentally, physically, etc. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get that point across first, is that everyone gets rejected, guys. Like, there's no such thing as a perfect person. No one is perfect. Everyone gets rejected. And also as well, like, no one, and I truly do believe that no one likes to get rejected. Like, I don't need you guys to be thinking that, this person doesn't really mind, or you hear someone maybe in your friend group, or someone says that, you know what, I don't mind getting rejected, bro, bollocks, man. That's fucking bullshit, man. But that's just the first point I say. And I think the reason why as well, I'll explain, is that the reason why I think, personally, for me, just my opinion personally, why a lot of people fear rejection and a lot of people have the stigma about rejection, is due to programming as well. In my opinion, it is due to social pressures, and it's due to social media, and a lot of different types of scenarios as well, including your environment as well. And because we live in a day now where, social media is becoming a big thing, you know what I mean? And if you guys tune into my Romz talks, I always criticize social media. I do believe there's good parts of social media, but also I always call out the bullshit about social media, where it's becoming a thing where everyone just posts about how good their life looks, how the lifestyle they're living is really good. They're doing this, they're doing that, they're making 10k a month, they're living in Dubai, or they're living in Miami, or they're living in these type of fancy places. But you have to realize that a lot of people are fakes, and now you have to learn that I've learned it the hard way. You know what I'm saying? I used to believe where, people don't get rejected, or people are just important, or people just don't go through that type of shit. But in reality, guys, a lot of things are fake, guys. A lot of things are fake. And I think the reason why, as I said, that a lot of rejection is in negative terms, because everyone on social media tells you that if you don't make it by 21, or if you don't do this, and if you get rejected by this point, then you're either A, people are going to laugh at you, or B, you should be ashamed of yourself, and people start shaming you for that. And that's just for me personally, I don't think that's the right way of doing it, because it's a human, it's just part of life where you're gonna get rejected. You know what I mean? There's no like it's just unnatural, like, for that shit to happen where I'm gonna pick on this person because he got rejected. You can have a joke and a laugh, that's different. But I'm talking about, like, actual taking it seriously and taking it personally, where people start criticizing this person because this guy got rejected. But in reality, you have to take it as a good thing, you know what I'm saying? And you have to rewire your brain a lot, guys. And I think when I do these Romz talks, it's talk about how, as I said, we're all programmed to think different types of stuff in terms of actual meanings and shit. And this is specifically for today's video. I talk about as well why I think rejection is not a bad thing and you can take it more as a lesson. But that's just an explanation I actually think, in my opinion, where, you know, like social media has played a big factor in media companies and stuff like that, where if you get rejected, it's a bad thing, and then a lot of people get indoctrinated into that shit and actually start believing it, which I don't know why personally for me, but that's just how it is as well. But I don't know if now the third point I want to say is that, like, I give you like basically the explanation, I give you about why I think everyone gets rejected, or why, you know, rejection is not a bad thing, but I also want to give you like a solution and a difference from that, because as I said, you're probably thinking to yourself that, yeah, okay, cool, Romz, you're saying that, oh, people get rejected, you say rejection is not a bad thing, but how do I get past the mindset, or how do I get past this thing where, you know, I want to take rejection as not a bad thing, or how do I basically differentiate yourself from the average person who's doing it? Because let's be honest, if someone gets rejected normally as an average person, they're going to take it to heart, they're going to take it personal, and you don't want to be that guy, because if you watch my videos, you don't want to be an average person, you know what I'm saying? You want to be someone that can achieve your potential, find yourself, invest in yourself, and become a better person, no matter if you're a girl or guy as well, become a better woman or better guy, whatever your gender are. That's basically what it is. But I say the solution, just from my opinion as well, is sometimes you're gonna have to just keep getting rejected in order to actually start learning. So if you are scared of getting rejected, like, you're gonna have to get past this fear factor. And this is what I've done as well. Like, I remember a few years ago, I was really scared of, like, maybe I was approaching a girl, or doing speaking up to someone, or applying for a job. Like, there's multiple reasons, right? And I used to be really scared, because I always thought the rejection mindset that, oh, if I get rejected, then it's over, you know what I'm saying? It's halas, it's finished. But in reality, like, if you just keep getting yourself into those uncomfortable situations, and if you keep telling yourself that, what's the worst thing going to happen? What, the girl's going to say no, they're going to reject you, you're not dead, you know what I'm saying? You're still alive, you're still breathing, you're still awake, you know what I'm saying? You always got to thank God for that. Like, just think of it in that type of mindset, because a lot of people don't think in that type of mindset. A lot of people just think of in that moment where people are going to laugh at you, stuff like, yeah, cool. If you want to try to differentiate yourself from other people are going to laugh at you. You're just going to have to accept the facts. As I said, you have to deal with those consequences. But the reward of it, when it does pay off, say, for example, let's just talk about the girl, for example. If you want to approach a girl or something like that, and the reward is you buy her bag or number, or you go on a date with her, you're going to think to yourself, I'm so thankful that I actually approached her and actually didn't get past a fear of rejection, because if I just was too scared and stuff like that, then you wouldn't even be on that date in the first place. And this is going to say another example. Let's say you put yourself out there for a job application, and you put a good CV, and some people might not want to apply for jobs because they get the fear of rejection, but you just said, fuck it, I'm going to keep applying for jobs, and you get the job, and you get the interview, and you pass it, and you get the job, and you have a good salary. So there's different types of ways, different types of incentives. Like, you have to realize that rejection is like a high risk, high reward type of mentality. Like, this is what I truly believe in. Like, life is like, it's high risk, high reward. You got to take risks. There's going to be times where you're going to fail miserably. You're going to get maybe laughed at, shit. But in reality, the reward is really good. It's worth it just to actually get your mindset off that. So going back to my saying, is that that's one thing I want to say, is that, like, basically rejection, if you actually keep getting rejected so many times, you get to a point where you don't really feel the repercussions of it, compared to if you just get rejected the first time. Let's be honest, if you take two people, right, A and B, if you take someone that approaches girls all the time, or just gets rejected every single time, yeah, cool, in the first maybe 20 or 30 rejections, they're gonna get, they're gonna get burned, or they're gonna feel uncomfortable. But it gets to a point where your body gets used to it, because it's becoming a lifestyle. And once you become a lifestyle, it's becomes something that is calm, you know what I'm saying? Compared to someone that maybe doesn't get rejected that often, but they don't actually put themselves out there, and then once they do get rejected, they're going to feel it way more, because it's something new, and it's something that, I've not developed myself in order to making sure that I don't get rejected again, you know what I'm saying? Like, and also as well, as I said, the other thing as well, as I said, it's just the mindset as well. So I think everything is mindset, guys. And I was watching a taekwondo vid as well, man, and shout out to this guy, bro, because he's fucking, he's good, bro. He's good, man. He literally spits out so much value. But you talk about, like, like, everything's up here, and like everything's about your third eye. And I'm sure you heard about it. Some people might be thinking it's cringe, does the third eye exist? For me, I think it does, to be fair, because your brain is your third eye. Like, if you actually use your mindset really well, in terms of have that mindset where you don't think of the moment, you think of the future. Like, this is the thing a lot of people don't really realize, that a lot of people think of the moment. Hence why a lot of people do bad habits in general, not even just do rejection, everything in general, why they're not where they want to be. But going back to what I'm saying is that, like, literally a lot of people think in the moment, and a lot of people, the reason why they handle rejection a little bit better than others is because they don't think of the moments, because they think they think different. They think, you know what, yeah, cool, I might get uncomfortable in that situation, but in reality, long term, it's going to benefit me, because as I said, going back to my saying, high risk, high reward. Yeah, the risk is there, but the reward is going to be greater. Like, let's be honest, guys, like, if you actually get rejected so many times and it gets to a point where you just don't, you know what I'm saying, you get rejected again, you don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? You really don't give a shit. And if you just have that, and then you're going to develop, once you keep doing that shit, you're going to develop that mindset where, you know what, fuck it, who cares, man, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not just do what you need to do and just take that risk? You know what I'm saying? And it's just about overcoming, guys. And I think it's not a long-term fix, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Like, for me specifically, I still do struggle with rejection sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But from where I was before, it was really bad. Like, it was really bad. And I'm just giving you the steps that I've done personally for me to overcome that fear factor, that rejection thing. Because I mean, I know I'm gonna say, and it's really crazy, but YOLO, guys, fuck it, YOLO. Like, you have one life to live, bro. Like, live it to the full extent, man. Don't live your life where you're fearful what other people think, because, you know what I'm saying, if you're fearful what other people think, then if I was fearful what other people think, I wouldn't even be doing this video, because I'm on YouTube, I'm on the public eye. So it is what it is, man. But that's just what I want to say, is that it's more of a how to overcome rejection, or how to basically take how to overcome rejection. I don't say rejection, how to overcome rejection, or slash rejection is basically, take rejection as more of a lesson, not a failure as well. And I think if you guys actually take it more of a lesson and you don't take it as failure, you guys are going to elevate in life and have more of a peace of mind. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys enjoyed your Romz talks, you know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that, because I know I haven't done a Romz talks in a while. I think it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since I did it. But as I said, you guys already saw my channel, I had some stuff to do, but we're back with the video, more quality videos for you guys as well, just kind of you know, making sure that I can put some notes, making sure I can organize my thoughts and stuff like that, and kind of give some value for you guys as well. So as I said, if you do enjoy them, in any of the videos you want me to do, drop me down in the comments below, give me personally, as I said. Also guys, road to 200 subs, guys. I want the goal 200 subs by the end of the year. And I think, you know what I've realized as well, the more I do upload, the more subs I do get. So I'm going to actually do a lot more videos. There might be times where I might be uploading every single day for like a week or something like that. You got, guys, I'll be honest, it's just random videos, guys. As random time I'm going to upload videos. So just make sure you turn the post notifications on, because you're going to know when I'm going to upload the video. Or if you guys are on my socials, let me put the socials actually right here. 2 seconds. Yeah, put the socials right there. If you guys go follow the socials, you guys will basically get tuned into when I do upload a video. If you guys want to turn post notifications on as well, and just follow the socials in general, man. You know what I'm saying? We actually, also another thing, we did reach 100 followers on TikTok as well, so I do appreciate you guys get me to 100 followers on TikTok as well. Really appreciate it. As I said, clips have been doing alright, man. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll speak to you guys next time. Peace.